Welcome back to Man Down Sports. As you can see from the thumbnail, Shannon Sharpe and Mike Epps is the topic of discussion. They had a few, or have a few going on. It might be squashed now, which you'll see toward the end of this video, but they had a few going on. It started from Mike Epps going on stage, doing his comedy bit, mentioning Shannon Sharpe's name and some other things. And I'm not going to play what he said on stage because I think that's already been circulating throughout the net for the last 2 or 3 days, right? So evidently Shannon Sharpe didn't like what he had to say. He responded to it. I'm gonna play for you what he said. But first and foremost, I want to give a shout out to my man Clancy that I had the pleasure of having a conversation with. I met today that told me he loved the show and all that stuff, man. So I want to send a shout out to Clancy and also prayers up for you and your family, brother. Also, I want to shout out our newest member, Frito Lopez. He's the newest member of the channel. Also, Wizman Ballin is a member. Malachi Israel, Savon Arner, and Mikey Brass. Those are our members. We're halfway to 10 members, which is the goal. Once we get 10 members, we're going to start inviting some of y'all to participate with us on the full episode on the full panel Fridays. If you want to take advantage of that. So yeah, those are all the shout outs for today, man. If y'all see our membership strolling around in the comment section, y'all make sure y'all acknowledge them. They helping us keep the show going. And before I get started with what Mike Epps and Shannon Sharpe said, this episode is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Underdog Fantasy is the best place to play fantasy sports. I want to tell you about the easiest way to get in on some NBA action with Underdog Fantasy and their pick'em game. Just find your favorite player, or any player for that matter, pick higher or lower on that player's stats, and you can win up to 20 times your money in one night. Pick between 2 or 5 players to fill your pick'em entry. Get every pick right, and you can net yourself some serious cash. Use the promo code ManDownSports, and you can get your deposit doubled up to $100. You got to check on the map to make sure your state is eligible to play Underdog Fantasy. But as soon as you do, and if your state is, go ahead and download Underdog Fantasy's app. Use the promo code ManDownSports, and you can, like I said, you can get that $100 match on your first deposit. And I would want to thank Underdog Fantasy for sponsoring Man Down Sports. Okay. So why are we here? So Mike Epps, I give you a quick little backstory on it. Mike Epps, after the Cat Williams, I'm not sure if it was after Monique's interview with Shannon Sharpe on Club Shay Shay, but it was definitely after Cat Williams. He went on stage, and his story, or what his joke was, is that Shannon invited him on Club Shay Shay, and I guess the message was like, do you got something that you want to come on and get on the couch and get off your chest, right? And then he said, hell nah, I'm not going over there. And then he had some other words to say about Shannon Sharpe, using the G word, and calling him Medea, and saying, I don't want you looking at my balls. He was trying to be funny, and we know when comedians are up there, they're embellishing. Everything they're saying is not the gospel, it's not the truth, right? So we take it with a grain of salt, but Shannon Sharpe took issue with that, and this was his response on his nightcap episode with Ocho Cinco.
And this one, I'm gonna fire this shot over your head, mofo, and you will know exactly who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Mention my name again.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna put the DMs. And I don't like doing this.
Yeah.
But you're lying. See, and I don't care about all that other stuff. You can say I'm gay, and you can say I don't care about that, because I won't chase a lie, but I won't let you lie on my name.
Yeah.
Now you can say all that other stuff. I can deal with that. Mm-hmm. I heard that 1,000 times.
Yes,
just
sir.
like everybody jumping in the chat talking about, he don't like number white women.
Right.
I done dated a lot of different races.
Yeah. Hey, listen, you like Skittles now. You eat every color. Come on, talk to me now.
No, I don't eat. Now I don't eat or suck. They all do all that.
You know what I mean? That's why I said Skittles. Skittles. Okay. I'm with you.
I look at Ocho.
Yeah.
I'm telling you this, and I want somebody to send it to you. And I've been seeing it in the chat. Y'all know who I'm talking about.
I don't know who you talking about, but I'm with you.
Say my name again, and I'm gonna release the DM because you're lying.
Yeah.
You said I reached out to you to come on Club Shay Shay, and you a mofo lie. Now when I see you, I'm gonna see you. I'm gonna see if you about that.
Okay.
I'm gonna see if you want to say what you've been saying on trying to get some jokes, because you got mad because Cat Williams did what he did. Now, now when I see you,
yeah,
I'm gonna see if you really about that.
Yeah, and when I see you,
No.
I'm
gonna see if him talking all that.
Yeah.
When it one of them tight ass leather pants, trying to be funny.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna see if you're about that.
Yeah.
Say my name again. Now be
be
like Destiny Child and talk about say my name, and I got something for your ass.
Okay, I'm lost, but I'm with you. And whoever you talking about it, we go. What? Yeah, I'm with you.
Like I said, first of all, them saying I'm gay and this and that, it ain't affecting my bottom line.
2 or 3 times he mentioned the G.
I've been happy for years.
It ain't affecting my bottom line. Now, if it'll start to affect my bottom line, then I'm gonna make you put your cards on the table.
Yeah. It ain't gonna be no flush either. I'm
gonna make you put your cards on the table. But that don't bother me. It's that you lied and you didn't have to. Say your little joke, get your little laugh off, have fun, but just don't lie and said I said something when I didn't. And you know who you are, mofo. I'm calling you a mofo. Now, when I see you, boy, I promise you, I'm gonna pull up.
Yep.
So the most that I heard out of all of that, that's almost 2.5 minutes of him talking about it. The most things I heard out of all of that is when he see him, he go pull up. That's communicating a threat if you want to look at it that way. But he's pretty. I mean, we know what that means. Hey, when I see you, I'm gonna pull up. I'm gonna check you. I'm gonna check your temperature. I'm not pulling up to have a conversation. I'm pulling up to confront you, and I want to see what type of energy or what time of time you on. That's pretty much what he's saying. When I see you, Mike Epps, I'm stepping, and when I'm stepping unprofessionally, right? And with bad intentions. That's what he said. He said when I see you, about 6 or 7 times. Then he said, I can care less about them calling me gay about 3 times, right? But what he claiming the real issue is that you lied and said I DM'd you is what he's saying the issue is, right? Which it could be true, but for sure, I know that by how many times you emphasize when I see you, I'm gonna pull up, lets me know how pissed off you or how mad you are. And how many times you kept trying to make it seem like you're not bothered by being called gay is almost like, well, it's in your mind somehow because you keep mentioning it. Maybe you are bothered by that. Maybe that is bothering him, right? But what he wants us to believe that is really about you lying and saying, I said something that I didn't say. I showed the DMs or whatnot. And like I said at the beginning, comedians embellish when they're on stage. No one's believing Mike Epps up there. Nobody's believing that. Nobody believed Mike Epps really turned down Club Shay Shay. Nobody's believing it, especially once he's seen what it did for Monique and Mike and Cat Williams. What right comedian in their right mind would turn that down? So it's just a funny joke. Nobody's really believing it, but he's offended by that. And this is what I say all of that, right? This is what I say to that. One, I don't like the selective outrage and the false outrage, or I don't like that. I don't like that. I just come out and say it. I don't like the fact that on national TV, you let Skip Bayless disrespect you on numerous occasions. On numerous occasions, he disrespected you. And not once did you have this type of response or this type of outrage. Now, I'm not saying that he should have said anything similar to that on national TV on the Fox Sports airways. No, I'm not saying you would threaten Skip Bayless. But evidently, whatever happens when the camera goes off is not enough for Skip Bayless to feel like maybe I shouldn't come at him like that. Right? I don't care what happened as a response when he was disrespecting you on camera. Maybe that wasn't the right time and the right place for you to check him. Well, I would say it wasn't the right time for you to physically check him, and it wasn't the right time for you to threaten to physically check him. But that was the right time for you to speak up for yourself. Something better than what you was doing the last time he really disrespected you. That was the straw that broke the camel's back about the Tom Brady and he's better than you and all that stuff. All of that put your glasses back on. I mean, like Skip. I mean, he called you almost. He almost called you a boy, right? So at some point, you have to go a little bit beyond where you went, where you were just saying, "Hold on, let me talk." You're not gonna let me talk. You would disrespect me to be, because you like Tom Brady, or you saying I'm in the Hall of Fame, I'm a Pro Bowl tight end. Like, you're defending yourself as far as your career. He was attacking your career, but he was also attacking your manhood on national TV. And we would have liked to see you protect your manhood on national TV. You didn't have to threaten him. You didn't have to put your hands on him, but there's ways you can communicate things. For, perfect example is when I think it was a college football cast that was on, and I want to say the tight end that used to play for the New England Patriots, and I cannot remember his name. I don't think it was Ben Coates. He's younger than him. Can't remember his name, but he's on set with 3 other guys, and one guy made a joke or a comment about his wife, and it was an innuendo, a sexual innuendo, almost to say, like, how was it said? I don't know, but he mentioned his wife, and it was an innuendo, and he thought that was gonna be funny, and right away he didn't laugh it off. Right away his face went to a battle stare, and he looked at him, and he basically told him, we go have to deal with that on the air. And then they went to commercial. When they came back, the whole room was changed. I don't know what happened at the commercial, but I'm pretty sure it got physical, and they went back and sat down, and the guy who made that comment was he was behaving like a kid that was acting up in a grocery store, and they took him in the bathroom, whooped his tail, and brought him back out. He was behaving like a perfect gentleman after that. That's how you earn or recalibrate someone to say, you're going to respect me. You're not going to be saying this about me or my family. And I appreciate that brother for doing that. Shannon didn't do that. And every time Skip was disrespect, the last year and a half, maybe 2 years they was on the show, the disrespect got further and further toward the line, and then he finally crossed that line. But it was all gradual, and Shannon never checked it. He never checked it on air. I don't know what he did off air, and maybe he felt helpless because he felt like, my career would be over. This is my second chance. My career was almost over from an allegation of assault, and Skip gave me a chance. And if I come up here and act the fool and do what I want to do to stand on business, this could be the end of my career. So maybe Skip knew that as well, and Shannon knew that, and Skip knew, hey man, I can cross the line with this dude as many times as I want to, because he's not really gonna retaliate, because he know that'll be the end of him. Maybe they both, had that on their mind. But my point in bringing all that up is, you can't show us softness then, and show us you know how to act then, and show us that you are a person to be disrespected then. And then when it comes to Mike Epps on the stage as a comedian telling jokes, now you want to, I'm gonna come see you, I'm gonna check you, I want to fight, I want to be a tough guy now, right? What was all that tough guy stuff when Skip was punking you, right? So I don't like the company man, I can't say nothing to him, he's too protected. But the brother man, I can go on the airways and threaten him and tell him, you gonna have to see me, all because you told a joke, right? No phone call, no handling it like gentlemen, or none of that, right? Mike Epps didn't have no animosity. He went up there and told a joke. He took advantage of a public, something that everyone was aware of, took advantage of that and told his jokes. That's what comedians do. You know how many times comedians went up and told continuous jokes about Bill Clinton, or Obama or Bush. Like if it happens in the public and everyone knows about it, that's the best joke. You know how many jokes been told about Juicy Smollett, Tyler Perry, all these dudes? You don't go on air and flex your muscle because the comedian told a joke. Especially after you done went and showed us that you were soft when Skip was digging in you. Like you just don't do that. It gives me the same idea of what Will Smith did. The comedian's telling a joke about your wife being bald, and you get up and smack the comedian. The comedian ain't no gang member. He ain't the Game, or he ain't Snoop or Suge Knight. You smack the comedian just like Shannon Sharpe. Oh, Shannon Sharpe want to beat up the comedian, a person who hasn't been known for anything violent. He's telling jokes. You don't threaten the comedian. Will Smith went and smacked the comedian after so many people had something to say about him and his wife and his kids. He didn't have any smoke for the dude that had his wife feet on a ceiling fan. But then he goes up and smacks someone for words on national TV. This is the same thing Will Smith did, right? So it's just weird. You got a loose female. Everyone knows that it's easy. 30, 40, 50 guys. Easy, right? But then she meets a good guy. She got 30 street dudes that got it real easy. She meets the good guy and tell him, I'm saving it for marriage. The price on it before was dinner and a movie. But now she go tell the good guy, oh, you special. I want to save it for marriage. So the good guy got to pay a diamond ring money to get it, but all the bad guys got it for dinner and the movie. That's what Shannon is doing. He's saying, all right, for Skip Bayless, man, you know, I be a punk for Skip Bayless. But when it comes to Mike Epps, now, okay, no. With Mike Epps, I want to be a tough guy. I don't like that. Now, if this is just normal Shannon Sharpe, and he said the same type of things to Skip Bayless, and he said the same type of things about against anybody else, I would get that. Okay, cool. This is just normally how he is. I would probably disagree with it, but then it'll be consistency. But I want to know why the inconsistency is there. Why let it ride with Skip, but now you want to go see Mike Epps, right? So here's Mike Epps' response.
Now, wait a minute. Now, I know Shay, I don't know what grown ass man got a name named Shay, but I know this grown man is not mad at me. So many people talk crazy about you. They was on Saturday Night Live talking about you, imitating you, but now you want to fight me? Now, I'm not going to lie. I did DM you to get on the show.
Okay.
But I DM'd you to get on the show because you brought my name up when you were sitting there with Cat. And you was trying to get him to talk crazy about me, but he didn't. Okay? Now, second of all, talking about pulling up on me. You're going to be an all-star. I'm going to be at the all-star in my hometown. And I'm going to see you. All right? I'm going to see you, brother. And I'm just letting you know, I don't be doing no fighting lately. I don't do no fighting. So, you know, there's only one other option. If you don't fight, you do blank. And Ocho, you shut up and go get some eyebrows. You looking like a whole milk dud sitting there agitating. We watched the white boy kick your ass on TV. So you shut up. And Shay, you did look like Madea sitting there. You was looking zesty. I'm not saying you gay, but you was looking zesty. You look like Big Frida sitting there. You need to take them tight ass shirts off with the muscles. And that's it. Go check out my special February the 20th on Netflix. February 20th on Netflix is called I'm Ready to Sell Out. Because being a real dude ain't making no money right now.
First of all, Mike Epps is a comedian, man. Shannon's not gonna win this one, right? He not gonna win this in a verbal wrestling match on social media. So he had to take it to the physical and say, when I see you, I want to check you, right? But this is what he didn't count on. He didn't count on Mike Epps being a guy, like, if I would have had to guess who came up in some tough neighborhoods and who probably still got connection to those neighborhoods, it's probably gonna be Mike Epps, right? Indiana is not no no walk in the park, right? I was in the Navy with some guys from Indiana, right? Indiana is not no walk in the park, right? So, and Mike Epps ain't no person is, rubbing elbows with corporate America and things of that nature. He didn't make millions and millions of dollars like Shannon did in the NFL and making millions now. Like their circle is totally different. Like when you see Shannon Sharpe with his circle, it's a lot of dudes with high heels and Louis Vuitton bags, clutches, not big enough to carry a gun. They might get a little Saturday night special in their boot. I don't know. I mean, you can put a Saturday night special anywhere. You know what I mean? But maybe they got a little something in their boot. I don't know. In them Tom Ford boots they wear. I don't know. I don't know. But the dudes that Shannon Sharpe hanging with ain't the same type of dudes Mike Epps might know. On top of the fact, he said, "Oh, you gonna be at All-Star Weekend? I will be too." And he mentioned that fact that in my hometown, because All-Star Weekend is in Indiana. So All-Star Weekend is in Mike Epps' hometown. Shannon Sharpe's talking about coming to see Mike Epps and check his temperature in Mike Epps' hometown. And Mike Epps just reminded him, yeah, we both gonna be at All-Star Weekend. I see what's popping, but I ain't trying to fight. I'm telling you that right now. I'm not trying to fight. So I'm just letting you know, I'm fair warning. I'm not trying to fight. And you in my hometown, right? So Shannon Sharpe can take that however he want to take it. And I think he got the message because he tweeted out real quick, Unc and Mike Epps have decided to have a man-to-man conversation. Oh, so you don't want to check his temperature no more. You don't want to see him no more. You don't want to see what he about no more. You don't want to do that no more. We have a man-to-man conversation in Indy at NBA All-Star Weekend to discuss our differences. What's the differences? Mike Epps told a joke. You didn't like the joke. What's the differences? What are you going to discuss? Hey, man, I ain't like that. You told some jokes about me. I ain't like it. Okay. And what? He gonna do like Eddie Murphy did on when he said Mr. T approached him. He said, I'm a Jedi mind trick, Mr. T. Because I don't think you're too smart. I heard you told some jokes about me. No, I didn't. Well, maybe you didn't. I'm gonna go beat up the fool that told me them lies. Yeah, that's all Mike Epps gonna do to Shannon Sharpe. All right, yeah, man. I mean, Jedi mind trick him, man. I don't know, but I don't understand what kind of conversation can be had about a joke he told on stage. That's my whole point, right? So he said we both realized this situation should have been handled differently. Okay. That means you should have handled it differently. You the one that responded. He went up and did his job and told a joke. Just like when you go do your job on First Take and you talk about athletes the way you talk about them. And you talk about Kevin Durant and Kyrie the way you talk about them. The way y'all talked about Kyrie, man, I didn't even know that dude was human. So when you go on your stage on ESPN First Take or Fox Sports on Undisputed, and you talked about athletes, you told Kevin Durant and everybody else who got offended by what you said and how you said it, you told them you're doing your job. You can't get mad when someone says something about you. And sometimes y'all were inaccurate as well. Y'all didn't always tell the truth. Sometimes y'all were inaccurate as well. So when Mike Epps go on stage and does his job and tell jokes, you want to get mad just like you told Kevin Durant and Kyrie not to get mad. That's a hypocrite. I apologize to fam, friends, loved ones, and my fans. All right. So that's how that ended, or that's how it got somewhat resolved. But I guess they got to have another conversation in Indiana to actually resolve it. I don't know if that's necessary. If y'all can pick up the phone and do it, why wait to Indy, right? So, but I guess face to face, man to man might be a little bit better. But I guess Shannon Sharpe measured everything out and was like, okay, everybody I hang around with wear heels or is old as dirt. So I know Stephen A. Smith ain't gonna have my back if I show up there. I know my stylist, he ain't gonna have my back. I can't bring my twin, Miss Netta, so or Charles. They not gonna have my back. And Mike Epps is in his own backyard in Indiana with all the goons he could call up, and it's just not gonna be a fair fight. Yeah, I might want to sit this one out. Yeah, let's handle it like men, right? Very interesting. But that's all I wanted to say about that, man. I appreciate everybody who stayed all the way to the end. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, share the feed as well. If you're not subscribed, I really think you should subscribe, man. This is a dope channel. But until next time, I'll catch y'all on the next episode.